This is Entrepreneurs Get Visible, the podcast for people who want more impact, influence, and income. I'm Anna Parker-Naples, and I'll be sharing with you proven methods from leading entrepreneurs that help you get visible as an authority in your field. Because anything's possible when you get visible. I'm talking today about the single most important and often neglected thing in building your business and building your income, and that is chiefly client acquisition. So many people get caught up in that need to have customer satisfaction, and of course that is important. But there's no point having a satisfied customer if you haven't managed to get one in the first place. And what I see so often is people deciding, well, actually, I'm going to really focus on serving the clients I've got. I've got a full diary at the moment. I've got back-to-back clients. I'm happy with where I am. And then they drop off doing that client acquisition, which comes in the form of your marketing. You cannot let this cease at any point, because that is when your business dries up. And that is when you're essentially going to get to that point where you can't grow. The more people you have wanting to work with you, the more you can increase your fees. So this is a really big thing to consider in terms of increasing your income. So first of all, how are you going to get those clients? For me, there are three main things. There is the need to be seen, to be heard, and to be remembered. And I'm going to talk a little bit in detail about what those look like for me. So first of all, how are people going to see you? And this might come up in terms of social media. So many people get wrapped up in making sure they've got the perfect website before they get going. And that's important, but if you don't actually then have any social media presence, how are people then going to remember you? Because in this day and age, yes, you do need a website, but it's your social media presence where people are every single day, and we all are. That's where you need to be seen, okay? Then in terms of being seen as well, it's not just about putting out a nice meme or a nice post or a nice quote. As human beings, we are drawn to human faces. It's something even right from the moment we are born. We want to see our mother's face. We are drawn as a young baby to toys and objects that look like they have a face, that look like they have an eyes, a mouth and a nose. And that's because we want to connect with human beings. So the more posts that you put out there that actually have photographs of you and your face, I see so many people hiding and not putting their own face out on social media and writing quote after quote after quote. They're fine. But what people are going to connect with is your face and your picture. So you want a really great stock of photographs you've either taken of yourself, very natural ones, or having great photography sessions, and using a combination of all of those things so that people are seeing you. They are seeing you, and then they are able to remember you. They feel a connection to you because they feel like they're following your story. We love story. That's another way that as human beings, we really connect with others. And then right now, in terms of social media, Facebook Lives and live video is the best way to get your algorithms kicking in to support you on social media. So this is about doing Facebook Lives and doing live video, getting comfortable with it, not waiting till you're perfect, because believe me, you won't be perfect till you do these, and no live is ever perfect. That's the beauty of them. And actually it's the vulnerability and the moments where people stumble or go wrong that actually as human beings we kind of enjoy. We enjoy seeing other people's foibles and I can never say this word. Idiosyncronicities? No. We enjoy seeing people's mannerisms. We enjoy seeing people's quirks because that makes them relatable. So don't wait to be perfect. I hear from so many women, particularly, I can't go live because my hair's not done, my makeup's not done, I'm not looking perfect. Now, if you follow my lives, it's not often that everything is immaculate in what I do. I'm a busy entrepreneur, I'm a busy mum, I run a busy household. Right now, you can see I'm about to go on a run. So I'm not perfect. I am fitting in my business around everything that needs to happen. And I know that being seen is the most important thing in my business. So I'm going to let you see me. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to show you me before I brush my teeth in the morning and when I'm looking like I've just actually rolled out of bed. That's not what I'm talking about. But you don't have to be perfect. And you know what? If you've got a spot or your hair isn't perfect, it doesn't matter. We're human and that's okay. So don't wait to be perfect, but do Facebook Lives and strategically use that video to repurpose onto LinkedIn, onto Instagram, onto IGTV, onto Twitter, onto YouTube. And you can be hitting as many different places for people to actually see you as the human being that you are and the energy that you transmit and the message that you have and the value that you have, because you've shown up in all of those different platforms without having a huge investment of time. So repurpose. The next thing then in that be seen, be heard, be remembered is the be heard part of this. Now, it's going to be as no surprise to you that I'm going to tell you that podcasting is where you need to be. Whether you are hosting your own show or whether you are deliberately using being a guest as part of your strategy, there's a very intimate relationship in hearing somebody in your own head. Literally, if they have earbuds in or if you're in a car, you feel like you get to know somebody. And through being a guest, not only can you share your value, but you can share quite a lot of you, your personality, your story. And as I've said before, humans are drawn to story. It's how we learn. It's how we connect. It's how we are motivated to change our own lives. We look for those moments of resonance where we get what someone else is talking about. We enjoy that connection. And podcasting is powerful for that. Podcasting is, as I've mentioned on many episodes before, podcasting is set to explode in 2020 and 2021. So if you are considering podcasting but think it's going to come much later for you, don't sit on it. Start using those platforms to be a guest and start considering how you can run your own podcast show so that you can reach a wider audience. The whole industry is set to double in the next 18 months to 2 years. Now, that is phenomenal. At the moment, there are, in the UK, only 18% of the UK are listening to podcasts. The highest listenership is actually in Korea, which is 54% of the nation are listening to podcasts. In the US, it's much higher than in the UK. It's closer to 44%, I believe. This is growing. So if you think right now that those numbers are going to double, well, that's where your audience are. That everyone's going to be making that shift over to using podcasts because we can have them in our home. We can hear it on Alexa. We can hear it on our smart speakers. We can go out running and we can listen in an ear. You need to be heard in order to get this client acquisition. The third piece then is about being remembered. Be seen, be heard, be remembered. Now, this being remembered part is about how you bring people into your funnels. Are you clear and direct in your marketing? Are you talking to the right ideal client with the kind of words that they need to hear, with the pain points that they're struggling with? Are they resonating with you? Are they remembering something in your message because it pulled a chord with them? Have you then got the right things in place, the right lead magnets, the right funnels to warm those people up? Have you got the communities, the free communities to service them? Have you got the right Facebook groups where they can be seeing you show up again and they can hear your message again so that they remember you? And the other thing then is finally, in terms of being remembered, we make amazing connections on a whole different level when we actually meet people in person. So are you as a business owner deliberately trying to bring clients or potential clients together at live events or meetups? These are things that can make a massive difference to your business. So to wrap up then, you need to be seen, to be heard and to be remembered. That means you need to get out there and do video. You need to get your face all over social media. You need to make sure that you are being heard on podcasts, that you're being heard on videos, that your message is clear, that you know who you're talking to and you are remembered through your amazing marketing that's going out, speaking to your ideal client, and then the amazing nurture sequence and funnels that you bring them into. Because it is not customer satisfaction that is the most important thing. I'm not negating that. You do have to have that in place, but it's client acquisition that will increase your income. And how's that going to happen if nobody knows about you? So make sure you start thinking about doing lives, about podcasting, and don't wait for perfection. I'm about to launch at the end of this month the podcast membership, which will teach you how to be a great guest, how to start a podcast, how to start using this entire industry that is set to go boom. If you want to know about this, head over to www.annaparkernaples.co.uk/podcast-wait-list. You will then be able to join the waitlist and you will find out all about the launch as soon as it happens at the end of January 2020 so that I can help you explode the Be Heard part of your message.
Thank you for listening to Entrepreneurs Get Visible. To get your free checklist on how to raise your profile and to find out about our community, go to annaparkernaples.co.uk/get visible.